Well, Sam, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't gonna make this video, but shit, I was like, whatever, might as well. Man, y'all heard of a show called Dr.Death? I never heard of it before yesterday. Real. Yesterday, I was on my motherfucking detective doctor. I don't fucking know, son. I was just on some others type of timing yesterday. Shit, I was investigating serial killers, my nigga. Shit, I had just watched by Ted Bundy, and then I was like, man, I gotta find me something else. This shit getting interesting. Then I came across Dr. Death. Tell me why Dr. Death a real person. Look, this is ugly ass right here. Cause he don't really look demented or nothing, bro. He look like he forcing it, man. My whole thing with niggas who look like that, they got something to lose. They life. So you ain't gotta be scared of them, gang. Real. But off that though, man, I did my digging, I did my research on it or whatever. Man, they said the only place you could watch the fucking show was on Peacock and HBO Max and shit. You know I wasn't going for that. You know I found other external methods to watch the vid. You feel me? But it was good though, man. I just finished it not too long ago and shit like that. And I just wanted to tell y'all the rundown of it. You hear me? Shit crazy, gang. Tell me why it's a doctor that's really a whole serial killer. Yeah, that boy is sadistic, son. I don't know what he had going. I swear to God. Nigga really maimed his patients. He turned 32 of his patients to either paraplegics. He turned them to it was just bad, son. Like, he was just horrible at his job. And I don't know if he was trying to do that on purpose or do it just because he can. You hear me? Like, I don't know if he was doing it because he was trying to get away from the laws or what. But I know that boy was crazy, son. So it all started off, he was just a regular dude. I thought this was finna be a come-up story. It started off like it was finna be a come-up story. He was going to football, but he was a mediocre football player. You hear me? That boy was garbage. Seen his ass on the field, he didn't know what to do. So he had to switch the major. Nigga switched the major to some type of neuro something. You hear me? Trying to deal with the brain and shit. Neurologic specialist. I don't know, bro. Something dealing with the brain. He switched it to that. And he tried to be the best. Pretty much. Nigga graduated the top of his class and everything. He had the stats to prove it. How you graduated the top of your class and then pick this path in life? I'm talking about the nigga had it made. He had the big house. He had the cars. He had all the money behind his name. He had it made, bro. And he still chose the back end route. I don't know what his ass was on, guy. For real. I still don't know what he was on. But yeah, though, cuz. Man, dude, it's like he was a weirdo, bro. He had an agenda. That nigga, he'll be sweet talking all his patients and shit, thinking he finna be the best. Oh, I'm gonna get you right. Trust me. You won't be worried about that leg. You'll be worried about that elbow because you'll be doing too much running. Face side, he'll say shit like that. Nigga, gang, you done turned this man whole life upside down. I'm pretty sure he ain't worried about his leg no more. Shit, that don't work. Yeah, bro. Like, gang will get in the surgery room and completely mess over somebody on purpose. And there's people right next to him telling him he doing it the wrong way. They losing buku blood. They doing this. They doing that. And he still just a rude ass nigga. He getting mad at them. That was the first thing I noticed about Cuz. I'm like, God, bro, you a rude ass nigga, man. You don't got no type of respect for the people around you. Seriously. No type of respect. Shit. That down bad. I ain't lying, son. Yeah. Imagine working in an environment with that nigga, man. Fucked up individual. Just a rude ass, ugly motherfucker. But yeah, though, man. He did all that, bro. He wasn't following no instructions. He was the newbie, but he had the stats behind his name. He wasn't following no instructions that nobody gave him. He was thinking only about himself and his own agenda for some certain reason. I don't know why. That's why I low-key feel like he did this shit on purpose. I feel like he had dreams of being a serial killer, but just never wanted the cops and shit on his ass. So he decided to take the long route and become a doctor. Because you know how hard it is to pin that type of shit on a doctor, because that's literally their job, to save lives. And most of the time, they either ruin lives or end lives, brother. Go check the statistics, bro. But, I don't know. I ain't never think going under the knife used to be that motherfucking just crazy until I watched this show. I used to think, bro, you go to sleep, you wake up, they got you on buku drugs, you feel a little pain after that, and you hear me, you just heal up like you got a broken bone or something, you hear me? But it's really way more than that. You putting your life in somebody's hands. You might get a crazy motherfucker like him on the screen, like, oh man, just look at his ass. You getting his ass to be the doctor. He just he just untrustworthy, dog. But he was a smooth talker when he wanted to get shit done, though. He was a smooth talker when he wanted to get shit done. I ain't gonna lie, that's somebody. Nigga had that agenda locked. Real deal. And it was two doctors. They was trying to get his ass gone so bad. It took the longest. They went up to the board. They went to everybody and nothing worked. I swear to God. Like, crazy, bro. It was 8 episodes. All 8 of the episodes was interesting. But I'm gonna go and skip the episode 8 for real when his ass got caught. When that nigga got caught, he turned to a fat blob. Like, look at what you looking at. That's what he turned into. He completely lost himself. Nigga had a kid in the world and everything. He didn't even want his kid. When his girl told him that she was pregnant, his dumb ass just looked at her and said, we'll talk about this later. Man, that shit shocked the fuck out of me. I'm like, we'll talk about this later. I don't give a fuck if you don't want the baby or you do want the baby. That's something we gotta talk about right now. Real. Cause if I don't want that baby, we gotta get him gone immediately. We on a time limit with that motherfucker. But if I do want it, shit, I gotta prepare myself. We gotta talk about this, for real. We gotta chop it up. This ain't no we'll talk about it later type of subject. Real deal. And he just brushed it off. He just ain't give a fuck. He on them others, definitely. He was on them others from the jump. Gang had a best friend, fat best friend, dude named was Jerry. Man, tell me why Jerry was in his corner with everything. Jerry was always in his corner. Jerry was in his corner so much that he was like, man, your career going to shit pretty much. And he wanted to let him do surgery on his body. Man, that boy Jerry had a little bit of a neck problem. It wasn't nothing bad. It wasn't nothing that'll make you go paralyzed or nothing like that. Man, Jerry finally coerced him into doing the surgery. Yeah, I said coerced. Jerry had to convince him to do the surgery. I'm in my mind, I'm like, you don't want this, big brother. You really don't. But it low-key, it made me damn near mad, bro, because he did his best friend horribly. Like, he did everybody in the worst way. Everybody. But I feel like he did his best friend the worst. Man, his best friend go up under the knife. Man, we ain't even get to see the scene, but you could piece it together once you see Jerry. Man, Jerry and that bitch, he wake up, he's struggling. He like, I can't move. I can't move. Man, that boy is partially paralyzed. He could barely move. Man, what? This nigga had a little bit of neck pain and said you gotta remove a disc or something. And this dude literally was cutting away his fucking spinal cord. He was cutting off his spinal cord that connect his head to his shoulders. Man, Jerry was partially paralyzed and the nigga couldn't even face his best friend, gang. He couldn't even face him. Are you serious? Are you serious? Nigga couldn't even face his best friend. Man, he finally get to the room or whatever. Tell me why when he get to the room, he like, oh, it's just inflammation. It's gonna go down. But we do gotta do more surgery, head ass. Man, Jerry just agreed to it, cause I mean, shit, I'm guessing he in pain. He want this gone immediately. He trusts him. He say he the best doctor in the world. That's a lie. I don't know how he got them stats behind his name. That's a whole lie, bro. For real. Man, Jared going to that second surgery get did even worse. Get did even worse. Man, Jared ass go from being partially paralyzed to a paraplegic. He was done. He can't move nothing. All he can move is the neck, the face, things of that nature. And Gang couldn't even get in the room and face his best friend. And when he finally got in the room to face his best friend, the nigga gonna be like, you ruined my career. Because Jared ratted on him talking about, yeah, we was doing cocaine the other day. We were doing it because he didn't want to come to the room. He was trying to start a scene so Cub come to the room. He couldn't face his friend. Man, when he finally get to the room, the dr.death nigga gonna be like, you ruined my career. This, and that. And I'm just like, what? Gang, fuck your career. This nigga is paraplegic. What you mean? Man, Jared was about your 30th victim. All the rest of them got did bad, but I think Jared got did the worst. Jared got his life took. Me personally, I ever go from being able to move everything, swing these fists good, fuck all that, to not being able to do nothing? Hit the Undertaker method. And if you don't hit the Undertaker method, then give me something so I can do it myself. Cause I ain't living no more. I don't want to. Strictly. My man, dude end up in court. He finally got to face all his victims. When it come down to facing all his victims, man, this nigga just in court with a mad look, like he's scaring somebody, trying to do that 1,000-yard stare shit. He on that. And I'm just like, fuck, nigga, you ain't scaring nobody. Who you thought you was scaring? I can't stand a nigga like him acting like they ain't got nothing behind their eyes. Bitch, you got something, cause you still breathing. Don't ever let nobody scare you talking about they ain't got nothing to lose. You got one thing to lose, your life. Don't test me, gang. Cause if you had nothing to lose, truly, you wouldn't be breathing. So don't test me, bro. Seriously. But yeah, though, gang, he in court. He seeing all the victims. He even did it to a woman that was over 65. Yeah, completely messed her up. That's what sealed the case, though, because it was called, like, elderly abuse or something. You hear me? If they ain't had an old woman, he'll probably still be out here doing that. Real deal. Big, fat, ugly. But yeah, though, gang. Everybody in front of him, he could barely face the folks. They all telling their story. He gave one man erectile dysfunction. He gave one woman, she can't bend over no more. He made another old lady a paraplegic. He destroyed another woman's life by taking her voice. He cut her vocal cord or something like that. He took another man, dug in his neck, and took out a piece of his neck muscle, talking about it was a tumor. Gang, that's neck muscle. What are you doing? He just did so much effed up shit, and it was just like, brother. I ain't lying, gang. You deserve a little bit more than a death penalty. You deserve to catch the 4-knuckle shuffle. For real. I ain't lying. But yeah, though, thug, Jerry finally hit the stand. He come in his little chair. He controlling the chair with his chin. He get up there, they asking questions. Jerry still covering for him. That's a ride or die. They That's a ride or die. Man, Jared was covering for him so much. I was thinking, I'm like, damn, man. Jared, what type of yeah he put in your life, man? Real. He must was putting it in your life, dog. Cause that's the type of shit you get from a toxic relationship. Man, I'm talking about at the end of everything Jared said, they was like, so do you have one last thing to say before we allow you to leave the stand? He said, I love you. I love you? I love you? Are you serious? I love you? What? Gang, you. This ain't no I love you. If I was Jared, I would have rolled over there and hit him with the headbutt method. Yeah, I'd have been headbutting his ass. Nah, bro. Nah. You got me all the way misconstrued, gang. Is you crazy? I'd have hit him with the headbutt method. Real. And then I remember something in my head. I was like, damn. I see that jury over there. One day I'm going to get called in for jury duty. And then I was like, fuck. Oh my God. What? What if I'm busy and they call you in for jury duty? I ain't finna pay no fines or go on a chain behind something as simple as that. You know you gotta go one day too. Real. It's crazy, bro. I used to think the jury was just people that just love to be in other people's business or just was always the class snitch. Nah, gang, you get randomly selected. Crazy. And if you don't show up, you getting fined or you getting just put in jail, strictly. But yeah, though, man. He had another person he banged with. It was a woman. They were having, you feel me, they were having that good sex on the low. You real deal. But she witnessed everything and she still was low-key slight covering for him. He gave that woman so much emotional trauma. It was sickening. When I seen she was covering for him, I'm like, now, like, man, gang ain't got it that good. He ain't got it that good. You still covering for him on a court date? And she an army lady too. She got discipline. Ain't got enough discipline because you up here spreading your legs. Yeah. But man, though, cuz, she on the TV because she couldn't be present in this moment. You know, she somewhere deployed somewhere. She on the TV. They asking her all these questions. She sitting up here stuttering. She up here, ma'am, so how do you know about Mr. Dumbf? We used to work together? Man, just say it. Just say it. Y'all used to work together. Real, man, just say it. A lot. But it's insane, gang. The whole thing was good, bro. It was insane. Once you get to the end of the trial, he's still looking like he couldn't hide his emotions in the slightest. That was the craziest part. He couldn't even hide his emotions that he was mad. He was mad the whole time during court. Real. Mad the whole time during court. She finished all that. She fake rat. Like, I don't know. She pillow talk, but it's right in front of his face, but she don't tell everything. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. He was such a detached person. He was not charming. He was not handsome. He was not nothing. He had no personality traits that'll make you want to cover for him. He was just a manipulative, rude, annoying, cocky bitch. That's all he was. That's how you describe him. That's how you describe him. Come down to the end of the trial. His daddy talking to him. And I think Pops gave up on him for sure. When Pops heard all that, Pops gave up on him immediately. Real deal. It was funny, but at the same time, it was like, yeah, Pops was your last option, look, gang. He was your last option because Gang was bailing him out of jail when he was shoplifting and he was doing all the extras. His daddy was really disappointed in him his whole life, all the way till he became a neurosurgeon or something. I don't know, bro. It's something dealing with neurospecialists. Something with the brain, real. But yeah, his pops was low-key disappointed in him his whole life until he became some type of brain surgeon, supposedly. And he was never no brain surgeon. He was a murderer, strictly. That's what he was. So when his pops finally found out everything he did, what he did to the 32 victims, he was just looking at them in disgust. And when they got along, he said, "It's over, son." He just said it like that. It's over. Son was trying to fight the battle. It wasn't no more battle to fight. It's over, son. It's over. Strictly. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I told you Skitter Scatter. You can watch it if you want. If you don't, you hear me? My synopsis was good enough for you. Strictly. I didn't tell you everything. But I told you just enough to get you wanting to watch it. Real deal. Cause it was good, man. It was good. But man, y'all know how I get though, dick. Yeah, man. Fuck with me. Don't fuck without me, bitch. I'm gone.